Being bored leads you to doing some of the craziest things you'll ever imagine. And for me, that's playing fitness boxing featuring Hatsune Miku. Hey guys, it's Cyanize here, and I am bored waiting for DK Bonanza. And so I decided to go back and do some of my backlog, as well as focus on my physical health. And what better way to do that than playing fitness boxing featuring Hatsune Miku? That title is a bit of a mouthful. But yeah, a little bit of an unorthodox game to be talking about on this channel, but I thought I'd share my experience with it. Also because the game is currently on discount. I'm not sponsored or anything, but you guys should get it because it's on discount. And hey, $30 for a fitness game? I think it's a pretty good deal. But truth be told, I've been eyeing this game for a while. Not even just because I'm a Hatsune Miku fan, but because I need to work on my physical health, okay? I stay inside a lot. Outside of my labor job, I do absolutely nothing. And so I wanted to find a way where I can get up every single day and be a little bit more active, and this game has been the best way to go about that. Now, I should make it clear, I don't really know the first thing about health and fitness that much. I just think this game is really fun and gets me to lose calories pretty easily. So, you know, there's probably better ways out there. You should probably actually go to the gym instead of doing what I'm doing. I just think that this works for me, and I can actually put in time to do this every day. But if you guys have your own method, you should totally do that. Don't do what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because it works and it's fun. Now, even though I'm very consistent and I log on to this game pretty much every single day, truth be told, I only play this game for about an hour, because even in real life, you only really want to exercise for an hour, because if you exercise for longer than an hour, you get kind of exhausted. So it's kind of like Animal Crossing New Horizons in the sense that you kind of only want to go to it to do like your daily stuff. You don't actually want to sit there for like 4 hours at a time playing the game. But just because you're only playing an hour a day does not mean it doesn't have inherent value. This game actually tracks your stats, tells you how many calories you're burned, and it lets you pick your goals and lets you focus on specific workouts and specific regimens to work on your very specific goals. I'm doing a horrible job at explaining this. What I'm saying is this game is very customizable. If you want to do longer than an hour of workouts, you totally could. I don't recommend it, but you totally could. Me personally, my workouts are kind of geared more towards chest and core. Those are the things I personally want to work on. And usually when I'm not at work, I try to do the heavy workouts. But when I do have work that same day, I try to do regular. Don't ever do light. Because if you do light, then you're not making any progress on your workouts at all, and you won't burn any calories, and you won't feel sore afterwards. I mean, you can do light if you want to use it as a way of waking up, but I want to make actual progress, and you know, mama didn't raise no bitch, and I mean, the game won't judge you for it, but you know, Hatsune Miku stares. And speaking of Hatsune Miku, yeah, I keep forgetting that, yeah, this game does feature Hatsune Miku as well as other various Vocaloid characters, and it's really cool. Funnily enough, though, they don't really do much in this game, and there isn't really many, like, Miku-related songs. They're kind of just there to motivate you and be like, hey, look at that thing you like a lot. Look at that. Look, that's Miku. She's training with you. That's so cool. It's definitely a fitness boxing game first, then a Vocaloid game second, if that makes sense. Though, interestingly enough, though, even though this game came out a while ago, actually, as of me making this video Thursday, this game got DLC and got a bunch of new music packs, and it's kind of crazy. I mean, what the heck did they add here? What the hell is that rabbit hole? You mean the rabbit hole? You mean the one where... Just take my $5 and be done with it. All right, but on to the actual workouts themselves. Of course, this is going to be more geared towards whatever your goal is, whatever your regimen is, whether you're doing a regular or heavy workout. In this footage here, I'm doing a heavy workout. Also, there's me. He's going to be suffering throughout this entire video, so enjoy. But before we do the actual workout, we actually get to stretch with Hatsune Miku. We do various stretches. We put our arms up in the sky and we start tilting back and forth. Speaking of the workouts, oh my god, here's just a taste of what they are like. This game can be evil sometimes. Oh my goodness. Just look at the absolute pain that I'm in. Look at me trying to match all the notes. So yeah, basically how this game works is it's like a rhythm game, except you're using your whole body and you're throwing at punches. It's not even just straight like hooks either. Sometimes you have to do like side punches. Sometimes you have to do uppercuts. Sometimes you have to like bend down to the ground and punch. And sometimes you just have to like bend down and sway your whole body. It's kind of crazy how many different exercises and how many different ways the game can get you to move. And it's not even just the punches either. You might notice this little thing in the top left corner. Those are your feet. In my opinion, I think the main workout comes from you matching the rhythm with your lower body. They want you to basically move your body in tandem with the beat. And even though the game can't really track if you do that, so theoretically you don't have to do that and you could just straight up punch forever, it's kind of intended that you do that, because then it makes the punches actually feel like they have a lot more weight to them, as well as, you know, getting yourself moving a lot more. But sometimes staying with the rhythm is really hard. It is painful. But back to the workouts. Usually my workouts consist of 2 or 3 Miku songs, and they're really fun, sometimes really intensive, as you can see here. But afterwards, it makes me do a bunch of combo workouts where it basically has your personal trainer kind of yelling in your ear. Well, you start out really slow on certain workouts, but then it slowly builds up into a pattern, and then you have to continuously follow that pattern up to 3 minutes, and it slowly builds up. It gets more intense over time. In my opinion, this is where the real workout comes in. Sure, the actual like Miku songs at the beginning kind of are really intense. They make you do a lot of things in short succession. These, however, are noticeably longer, and they have you doing a lot less at the beginning, but it slowly builds up and gets you in a rhythm, and it gets you to being consistent. And I think it's definitely an endurance thing, because in my opinion, these are a lot more tiring and a lot more annoying than the actual 3-minute songs and 3-minute workouts that you actually have to do. I do think they're fun though. I just wish I could mute my trainer, because he just will not shut up. Yeah, I know you're gonna add a hook, uppercut, left hook, right hook, and another uppercut. Okay, I don't need you to say it 20 times. Usually the game will make you do 2 or 3 of these long combos, and then afterwards you'll stretch at the end, kind of doing the exact same stretches you did at the beginning. The game says it's to relax your muscles, but after doing an intense workout like the game offers here, the last thing I want to do is stretch with Hatsune Miku and her smiling at my face with her dead eyes. It's okay, because at the end, Hatsune Miku tells you your score and then gives you a big ol' high five for the day. And that high five basically acts as your stamp of approval that, yes, you got out of bed today. Good job. But after doing that workout for the day, you can actually go into your settings and go into your graph to view how many calories and how many punches you threw that day. And it kind of helps to, you know, be consistent. It gives you a chart of information as well. And it even tells you your fitness years. For some reason, when I started out, my fitness year was 23, but now we're at 19. I think I'm doing something right here. I'm not sure. Overall, though, this game is so fun. Now, I know the burning question that a lot of you are asking as well. Why am I playing this game on Switch 2 and not the original Switch? Are you insane? Do you think these tiny little things are gonna fit in my big old hands? This game was made for the Switch 2. Don't even lie to me. But jokes aside, this game is really fun. And there's probably a setting to adjust this, but if I had to name one gripe with this game, it's that I feel like the detection for when you throw a punch is very delayed. You get used to it the more you played, but you can throw a punch as soon as the punch lines up with the rhythm where you're supposed to punch it, and accidentally miss it or have it be delayed and not get a perfect on it. Apparently they want you to throw the punch a little bit before it hits the thing or whatever, so it kind of leads to weird interactions, and it kind of leads to you messing up the rhythm a little bit with your body as well as your punches when you're throwing them. There might be a setting to adjust this. I know there's a setting to adjust various like button responses and whatnot. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things in the settings for this game that I want to dig around through, so maybe there's more to this than I know. But yeah, not much else to share here. I just wanted to share a game that I was currently playing and I was currently enjoying a lot, as well as a game that's kind of just helping me feel better and giving me a good workout. I don't know, ever since playing this game, I've been a lot more happier and upbeat. I mean, it goes without saying, but sometimes exercise is really the best therapy out there, and this game has honestly put me in a way better mood. But if you guys like this video, be sure to go in the comments below and tell me your thoughts about the game or your thoughts about this video in general. I read all the comments. Let's have a discussion down there. Stay hydrated, stay cool, and I will see you all in another video. Get yourselves out of your bed and actually work out. It's really good for you. It's really healthy. It's actually the best therapy out there. Okay, bye.